Chris Reagan. My name is Jennifer Donnelly, and I am one of your number one fans. Ready.
Chris Reagan, this is a video for Paul. Chris Reagan.
You are a misogynist. Where are you, Laci Green?
Where's Laci Green?
Did she dump you? I bet she did. I love my son, and your show is teaching him to be a sexist, entitled, privileged, bigot, racist. With no compassion, and no empathy, and nothing about the solution to the problem, but a lot of mockery that I admit is hilarious for the most part, except for the fact that the very things you make fun of the news and point out how retarded people are in this country, and yet your message is then antithetical to the majority of what you make fun of. Because if you examine the cause of why this country's so fucked up, that gives you all this great material for mocking and green screening with blankets and taking Paul out for places and outside and whatever, going to beaches and doing amazing. I love that turnaround thing when you were in YouTube prison, blood all over your shirt. That was funny. I swear. I love your show, man. I know I'm pounding on your heart, but it's because my son Miles is 12 years old, and you're giving him the idea that it's wrong for women to fight for their rights. No, you're giving him the idea that women already have equal rights. And I don't know what fucking planet you're from, but I wish I had your problems. Because welcome to the real world. When you get out of your mommy or daddy's apartment in Manhattan, the most expensive place to live in the country, and you have to start dealing with real life and the politics of adulthood, you might actually experience really raw racism, really egregious sexism, really absurd human rights violations. Let's see. That don't happen to white men. Even if they have a little Puerto Rican blood in them. Like, you just make the most, you pump that little bit of Puerto Rican, don't you? Yeah, well, my first boyfriend was Puerto Rican. Noel Morales. And I know your country better than you do, I bet. Hablo español. Prefiero de inglés. Es más mejor. Las personas de su país hay más auténtica, más música, más romántica, más auténtica. Dice, repito. Perdóname. See, like, I'm saying, like, what did I just say to recap? You might get into the real world when you're not in a bedroom at your parents' house in schnazzy Manhattan, where everyone wants to live and no one can afford to live in a closet there because it's like $2,000 for a 5x5 square bathroom. You might find racism, sexism, human rights violations. Let's see, that's like feminism reversed, the cause of it. Let's see, sexism, racism, ageism, prejudice. That's SJW reversed, or that's what SJWs are combating, whether you like them or not. Social reform is a good thing. Granted, some of the speeches are fucking stupid as hell. I agree, and I laugh at them too. They're ineffectual, they're impotent. But why focus on that? While you are making fun of the messenger, why shoot the messenger? While you're making fun of the messenger, you're also mocking the message. And the message is really important, Chris. The message is about compassion. The message is about giving back. The message is about all the stuff that I think that you at your heart, in your heart, care about, or you wouldn't be a comedian. Maybe you would be if you're a psychopath and you just want attention. But other than that, most people would want other people to not starve, not get raped, not be falsely imprisoned because of the color of their skin. And then you don't have any knowledge, or you don't, for all of your intellect and wisdom and perception, you seem to be blind to the fact that you don't have to fight those battles that women and brown-skinned people have had to fight for centuries because privilege. Ta-da! See how I work that? Feminism, SJWs, privilege. Those are my 3 points of contention. See how I wove that in? Wasn't that like fucking amazing? Yes.
This is a video for Paul.
A video for Paul.
Chris Reagan. Chris Reagan.
Chris Reagan.
Chris Reagan.
Because of your frustration with the system, there's women complaining. Because usually women complaining are the problem when you're acting like a fucking
Vagina.
Do you think Harvey Weinstein and all that shit that's just come down with everyone, the head of Fox News, and Weinstein and Matt Lauer and Charlie Rose and the O'Reilly and all that shit, do you think that just is made up? Do you think that's fiction? You have been privileged. Oh, I just tripped on another one of your words. Oh, privilege. You are my son's role model, so you're under my fire. Go to a prison and talk to people that are there. And actually study the statistics and feel their pain. You're very funny, but empathy?
You have not. There is no try, only do.
Christopher Reagan, I'm so sorry that I showed you my hair. Because I know men have temptations, and it's not your fault. It's a woman's responsibility to be subservient and not to tempt a man. I cannot read or drive a car, and that's exactly how things would be for most people with a vagina in the world, were it not for
Feminism.
Which is a form of social justice, which is a lack of privilege. Feminism is a form of social justice and a lack of privilege. You are against feminism, you are against social justice, and you are against privilege. The very notion that some people have advantages by birthright or sex or the color of their skin, it is repugnant to you. You mock it because you fancy that you, oh, I'm so sorry, you are part Puerto Rican? Is that right? ¿Hablas español, motherfucker? Seriously, porque es su idioma. Sí hablas español. Español es mi mejor idioma. Prefiero español de inglés porque las personas y el idioma es más auténtica, más música, más romántica de inglés y las personas también. You like to say you're Puerto Rican because it gives you mileage, but you're really a smart-ass white boy living in the richest, most expensive place on the planet. I'm just saying. Rather than complaining about privilege, maybe you should talk to some black people, some real Puerto Ricans, and find out if they had an equal playing field to start out the race with. Brother, come live in Detroit for a you get pulled over and your brother gets shot in the face for reaching in his wallet for his driver's license. That shit's real. And you're making a mockery of it. And Paul told me to tell you this because Paul and I are really tight. I don't say this to be bitchy or mean.
But you are guiding my son in the wrong direction.
In the wrong direction. And I will wage a YouTube channel against you just so that you don't make my son part of the problem rather than part of the fucking solution. Chris Reagan, this is a video for you and Paul. Chris Reagan, this is a oh fuck me. Because I am the life of the party I want you to see. This is a lampshade.
Yes. I am playing.
Christopher Reagan. Christopher Reagan. Paul, I am your #1 fan. I love you. This could be the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Is that most human beings are retarded.
And I agree. Most people are assholes. And so and stupid ones at that. So the founders and the framers didn't want everyone to have an equal vote. Smartly, they wanted the smartest people of each district to have a vote, which is not the same as the Electoral College, which was a totally different
situation that I'll talk about later if you need me to educate you about how that evolved.
But we are not a democracy. We're a representational republic, which means that the best of us get to vote to represent the rest of us who don't know how to vote on our own behalf because we're two fucking cousins marrying cousins. I want Paul's baby. I want to have Paul's baby. I want Paul. I love Paul. I dream about Paul. I do want to have Paul's baby. Damn it. Has Paul ever spawned a litter? I'd like lamekins. I don't know what baby llamas are called. I love you. I love your show. I know I've been hard on you, Mr. Reagan. But I want my son to grow up to be a gentleman and a good man and to care about his fellow woman and man of all colors, both sexes. Well, these days, I don't know how many sexes there are, but I want my son to be compassionate and empathetic and a problem solver rather than a problem denier and much less a whiner about those who are trying to make things better, which seems like someone like might be on this title of this video. I don't mean to be mean. Again, I love your shit. It's hilarious. And I think a lot of feminists are assholes. It's stupid as hell. Like I said, the YouTube prison thing, the blood on your shirt, that double flip you did was amazing. How you did that roll. Wow, how'd you do that? The thing with Paul in the alley. I mean, you're so smart. Please. My son looks up to you. And I like you very much. Feminists, we're fighting to make the world a better place. So why use your brilliance? Because you are so brilliant, Chris. Why expend your resources and talents picking on the style of a very righteously and well-intentioned and important messenger rather than, I mean, if you're going to do that, fine, that's your shtick, okay? That's your thing. Fine, that's your niche. But why don't you wrap up your episodes with how important those causes really are? Because people are dying. And if you think feminism is a mute cause, is solved, as you've said, there's no need for feminism. It's women are equal. Please, dear. Talk to more women. Talk to women. Ask them questions and then listen. Talk to black people. Talk to black men. Go to prisons. Shut up. Listen. Go to missions. Go to homeless shelters. Go to Guantanamo Bay, since you're near. Listen. And please, be careful what you say and how you say it, because my son is paying attention to what you say. And you're shaping the kind of man he's going to become. That's the greatest compliment I could give anyone. Please use your power wisely. I want my son to be a good man, an honest man, a righteous man, a strong man, an earnest man. I have a new series coming out called Perceptions of the Mind. If you're interested in what I have to say, I hope you tune in. Thank you for watching. That was for Paul. Bye, dear.